They called it the Holy Grail of shipwrecks. For over 3 centuries, it lay hidden beneath the surface of the Caribbean Sea, undisturbed, untouched, and forgotten by time. Covered in layers of coral, sand, and mystery, the wreck of a legendary Spanish galleon became one of the most sought-after treasures in maritime history. But in 2015, that long-standing legend turned into reality when the Colombian government and a team of marine archaeologists announced something extraordinary. They had discovered the wreck of the San José, a Spanish warship that sank in 1708. And on board was something that made the world stop and take notice: an estimated billion-dollar treasure. Gold, silver, emeralds, and maybe, just maybe, secrets that are even more valuable than all the riches combined. The story of the San José begins in the early 18th century, at the height of colonial power and imperial rivalry. In 1708, the Spanish Empire was in the midst of the War of Spanish Succession, a brutal and widespread conflict that involved nearly every major European power of the time. Spain was determined to transport the riches of its South American colonies back to Europe to help fund its war efforts. The San José, one of the most powerful and heavily armed galleons of its day, was chosen for the job. It set sail from the port city of Cartagena, Colombia, carrying an enormous amount of wealth. Tons of gold and silver coins, emeralds mined from Colombia's interior, and priceless artifacts intended for the Spanish crown. But the journey would never be completed. Just off the coast of Cartagena, the San José was ambushed by British warships who had been lying in wait. The British Navy was determined to intercept the treasure and deliver a major blow to Spain's economy and morale. In the chaos that followed, cannon fire lit up the night sky and the battle turned deadly. At some point during the confrontation, the San José exploded. Some say it was struck by a direct hit from enemy cannons. Others believe its massive stockpile of gunpowder ignited from within. Whatever the cause, the ship went down in a fiery blaze, taking more than 600 sailors and soldiers with it, along with one of the largest treasures ever lost at sea. For over 300 years, the wreck remained lost, hidden beneath hundreds of meters of ocean water. Many explorers and treasure hunters tried to locate it, driven by dreams of riches and historical glory. Dozens of expeditions were launched. Some claimed to have found it, others disappeared without a trace. But no one could prove they had discovered the legendary galleon until 2015. Using advanced sonar technology and underwater robots, a team of experts working with the Colombian government detected something unusual on the seabed near the Rosario Islands. It was a large object, roughly the same size as the San José, resting over 600 meters below the surface. But what confirmed the identity of the wreck wasn't its size or shape. It was the discovery of several bronze cannons, each engraved with unique dolphin symbols. These dolphin engravings matched those recorded in Spanish naval records as belonging to the San José. The mystery ship had finally been found. The announcement sent shockwaves through the international community. According to early estimates, the San José was carrying up to 11 million gold and silver coins, hundreds of chests filled with emeralds, and other items of enormous cultural and monetary value. Experts suggested the entire haul could be worth more than $1 billion, and possibly much more, depending on what was still buried beneath the sand. But as excitement grew, so did the questions. The biggest one: who owns the treasure? Spain was quick to assert its claim. The San José, they argued, was a sovereign naval vessel belonging to the Spanish state. According to international maritime law, sovereign warships remain the property of the nation that launched them, no matter how much time has passed. Colombia, however, had a different view. The shipwreck, they said, was located in their territorial waters and should be considered part of their national heritage. Then came a third party, an American company called Sea Search Armada, which claimed it had discovered the general area of the wreck back in the 1980s. The company said it had a legal agreement with Colombia entitling it to half the treasure, and it wasn't about to back down. This led to a complicated legal battle involving multiple countries, private corporations, and historical claims going back centuries. Colombia passed new laws asserting its control over shipwrecks within its waters. Spain continued to press its diplomatic case, and Sea Search Armada filed lawsuits in U.S. and Colombian courts, hoping to recover what it believed it was owed. But beyond the courtroom drama, archaeologists and historians voiced deeper concerns. They warned that rushing to recover the treasure could lead to irreversible damage to the wreck and the historical artifacts it contained. To them, the San Jose was not just a floating bank vault. It was a time capsule, an untouched moment in history that could offer invaluable insights into colonial life, naval warfare, and the brutal realities of empire. And what makes this even more intriguing is how little we actually know about what's inside the wreck. The Colombian government has released only limited footage and photographs. What the public has seen so far includes a few gleaming coins, cannon barrels, and broken pottery. But the rest? Still sealed away in the cold, dark depths. Some people suspect this secrecy is intentional, that the treasure might be even more valuable than officials are letting on. Others believe the delay is about avoiding political backlash or diplomatic standoffs until a final decision on ownership is made. But there's more. Some historians believe the San Jose may have been carrying more than gold and jewels. There are rumors, unconfirmed but persistent, that rare manuscripts, religious relics, or even indigenous artifacts could have been on board, documents that could reshape our understanding of colonial history. Cultural treasures taken from South America and destined for European aristocrats. If that's true, then what lies at the bottom of the sea isn't just valuable, it's historically explosive. And the San Jose might not be alone. During the same era, several other Spanish galleons sank in similar battles nearby. One popular theory suggests that this stretch of Caribbean Sea could be hiding an entire fleet, each ship filled with treasure and secrets of its own. If that's the case, then the discovery of the San Jose is just the beginning of a much bigger story, an underwater kingdom of lost ships, hidden fortunes, and buried histories waiting to be uncovered. In 2022, Colombia announced it would begin carefully recovering some of the artifacts from the San Jose. That decision sparked immediate backlash from archaeologists and conservationists who feared that excavation could damage the site before it was fully studied. Some accused the government of prioritizing profit over preservation. Others called for an international coalition to oversee the recovery, arguing that the San Jose's significance belongs to more than just one nation. It belongs to the world. And that's the heart of the debate. What should be done with the treasure of the San Jose? Should it be brought to the surface and displayed in museums for the world to see? Should it be left undisturbed at the bottom of the sea as a memorial to those who died and a reminder of the empires that once ruled the world? Or should it be divided, physically or symbolically, among the nations and cultures that once played a part in its story? These aren't just legal or archaeological questions, they're ethical ones. They touch on how we view history, who gets to tell it, and how we choose to honor or profit from the past. The discovery of the San Jose has already sparked conversations about colonialism, cultural heritage, and historical justice. And as recovery efforts continue, those conversations will only grow louder. What we know for sure is that the sea kept the San Jose's secrets for over 300 years, and now slowly those secrets are beginning to surface. But the full story of what the ship carried, who it belonged to, and what it truly represents is still being written. It's not just a story about treasure, it's a story about memory, identity, and what we choose to preserve for the future. So what do you think? Should the treasure be raised and shared with the world, or should it stay hidden, untouched, and sacred, left where history buried it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this story fascinating, don't forget to like the video and hit that subscribe button for more untold stories, hidden histories, and real-life mysteries that continue to shape our world. Some treasures are made of gold, others are made of truth. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.